Next, the interesting topics are points, text, build chain, snap and grid. Points, as you know, it is used as a reference for geometry creation, and text, it is used to write the company message or company logos or component number on the product. And build chain is used to give the relation between two sketches. And snap and grid are once again the drafting assessments for the sketch creation. Let us start with the point creation. When you need to locate points which is used as a reference, you can go to either tools, sketch entities. From here you can select, or you can choose from here command manager, and you can place the point where you require to place this. And once you complete this, you can use this point for other geometry reference. When you need to dimension, you can apply dimension between the points where you want to keep this. And once you complete this, you can use this as a reference for the other geometry creation. The next one is, I would like to show you one more interesting feature, that is writing the text on a curve or on a plane space. First, I would like to show you text placed on a plane space, that is in a linear way. I'll create a line segment like this. It is a linear horizontal line I'll create, and we'll create one more line segment, that is it should pass in this fashion. And the next, I would like to place the text. I'll go to sketch entities, text, and here you can see the curve. Select the curve and the text what you want to write here. I'll type the text and I will use the font size. I need to increase this, so small in size. Now you can see the size has been increased. Still, if you want to increase, you can increase this. And the same, if you want to place it on the top curve, you can use it. I can remove this and I can say this is my curvature. Now you can see it is placed on the spline curve. And this text can be reversed by using the options available in this property manager. Once you complete the sketch, this sketch you can use it for the extrude purpose. I will make all this to be a construction geometry, and this you can use it for the extrude, that is feature creation. I can go and say extrude this. You need to select from this feature manager tree, and I can say this sketch has to be added as a material. It's used for adding material. Now you can see the same text has been converted into a feature by adding material to the sketch. This is how you can type the sketch on either a curve which is horizontal or the curve which can be like a spline. That's all about text. Now let us go to the build chain creation. Almost in all the mechanisms we required the relation, that is if I rotate the motor or the pulley, the other pulley which is connected to this pulley has to rotate. And this we can show it in the sketcher environment as a layout sketch. That is the concept. Now this is my circle, and I will say this should have 80 mm diameter, and I will say one more line. This is my line segment, and I will say one more pulley which has to be driven by this pulley, and this is, I will give you one more option. This is one more line here, and give a diameter of 50. And next, this two line segment, this circle and this has to become two separate blocks. Select this, you will have a color manager, use make blocks, give done here. Select this, make block, done here. And now let's go to the sketch entities. Here build chain, select this first and second. Now you will get the build, and click here OK. And now if you drag the one entity on the other side, the other will also get rotated. Similarly, you can give different pulleys. you can add more number of pulleys and the drive can be given. This is all about built chain relationship. The same built chain relationship can be given between two components in assembly, where this slide will give you an idea. In this slide you can see in the sketch environment of assembly, this yellow color indicates the built chain relationship between the different components. When we are assembly, definitely I will explain this in detail. And now let us look into the snap and grid, which is most important for creating sketches. If you want to enable different snaps like endpoint, midpoint, everything you have to activate from here. As a default it is in activation, but still if you want to specifically select endpoint, midpoint, now I will show an example. Now I created a circle. If I draw a line from here to here, it is not able to snap exactly the tangent point. Here I can go and say tangent snap. If I go here, it will show only the tangent point. This is how we can use quick snap to get only the required snap point there. This is one. If you want to create a different layout, or we can say if I want to create more complicated sketch where the dimension increments are 20, 20, 30, 40, and then I can in this situation I can use grid controlled. Means I can enable a grid. I will enable grid by going to view menu. I will say grid. Now the grid is in later. This grid spacing can be controlled by using tools, options. Here go to relation and snaps. Here you can see grid. Using this grid you can control the grid whether it is used for snapping or not. I'll go to line, and if I go here you can see it will automatically snap to the line segments. Using this we can create sketch record for the feature creation. And if you don't require snapping, you can go and say grid snapping. And now if I go and create a circle here, but still it is inactive because one thing you need to go to tools, options. Here you need to go to sketch and relations. Here you have to deactivate snap only when grid is displayed. If I deactivate this, now you can see when I go and create an entity, it will not snap you. This is how you can activate and deactivate a snap grid, that is snapping to the grid. You can deactivate once again, go to view grid. Now the grid has been deactivated. This is how snap and grid can be used in sketch environment of SolidWorks.